Planet Clark is an education and outreach partnership. This house is being built through this partnership with Habitat for Humanity, Quail Homes in Clark County. The land this home sits on has been turned over to Habitat. It was surplus county land that was just going to sit here. Donating the land to Habitat, cleaning it up, having a really good house built on it, get the property back on the tax rolls, and will benefit a Habitat family. We're putting together a SIPS built house. A SIPS house is a structurally insulated panel house that is going to be very energy efficient, very airtight, so the air we let in will be a high quality air. It won't be infiltrated from the crawl space or anything like that.
Once the foundation went in, then the floor system went on. The floor system is what's called an engineered type product, using sort of waste materials that have been compressed and reshaped back into structural elements. So this is a TJI truss joist product, sort of what's called an I-joist, where we're using oriented strand board and laminated engineered lumber for the top and bottom chords. This works like an I-beam, as you can see, tension and compression, and uses waste product type material.
One of the additional measures we're doing is adding a foam gasket between the floor deck and the bottom plate. That allows to give a cushioning surface that will stop air. It will seal that joint that typically leaks a lot of air on standard houses. So it's one of those tiny little features that add up to make an airtight, energy efficient house. We just got our SIPS panels arrived this morning from Idaho. We're preparing the floor. We've made a basic platform floor, and we're putting in sill plates to accept the panels. They'll lock onto the sill plates, and then we'll join them all together and then drop a roof system on top of that. SIPS panels, structurally insulated panels, are basically a foam sandwich. They use a product called OSB, which is used very often in standard construction, but it's glued together like a cookie, basically. We have a foam filling that provides our insulation. It's joined together with splines that, along with sealant, when these panels get joined together, will provide a very tight joint that won't let air come out or in.
You got it? Okay.
One of the reasons that we are installing the structurally insulated panels on this project is because we are trying to achieve a very high performance home from an energy standpoint, and also from a water management point and indoor air quality issues. The home is slated to achieve one of the highest levels of the National Home Builders Association's. The National Green Building Standard has various levels: silver, bronze, and we are going for the emerald, which is the highest level certification process. So part of that process is making sure we have very well insulated walls. This will not only reduce our energy loss, but also will allow us to put in a very small heating system along with an HRV to help bring in the fresh air.
Today, with the help of a pretty darn hard-working crew, we've got walls stood. We're down to the last 2 or 3 panels before the roof can go on. One of the critical parts of this type of job is the crane operator. They don't look like they're doing much, but their experience on swinging big heavy loads around with a bunch of people standing nearby is really a critical part. We've got SIPS panels in place. The walls went up last week, and we've got the crane back out from Pro Build, and we're dropping roof panels in place. During this time of year in the Northwest, a normal stick-built house could be exposed to the weather for a month, sometimes more. And there are disadvantages to having every piece of lumber that's going to be in your house be soaked through. That's one of the advantages of SIPS panels, is Prefabricated panels come from the factory. They get dropped in place, and very quickly we will be out of the weather, and everything that goes inside that house will be dry. One of the challenges with this job is managing a volunteer labor force, but that's also one of the blessings. We're able to keep the cost of this house way down because of so many people giving up their spare time to come out in this terrible weather and work hard. I'd like to thank Vision Concrete, Cal Portland, Par Lumber, Exchange-A-Blade, Waste Connections, Nutter Corporation, Weyerhaeuser Corporation, and Greenstone Architecture. There are many donors to this house, but at this point, to get to here, these people that I just mentioned have really stepped up and donated and made this whole thing possible.